levels. We don't see that as much.
3, 2, 1. Let's go. Virginia Tech versus Rose-Hulman.
All right, and RHIT is straight over the bump and over to that. I've completely forgotten.
That's all right. Making it to the resupply zone, not quite as quick as Virginia Tech, who used their supercapacitors. They're going to get the offensive advantage here, launching an early volley of projectiles.
Oh, and we see that VTech standard moving super fast over the center there.
Now in the pilot seat of the Virginia Tech robots from RoboGrinder, trading back and forth, actually taking the worst end of that trade versus RHIT. Very impressive.
Yes. Taking hits on that hero. I love getting to see through this first-person shooter view. It's the view that our pilots are currently looking at. This is all they can see.
So much going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rose-Hulman doing a good job of staying calm, defending from their resupply zone. It allowed them to really win that trade. Now, level 3 is their standard versus a level 2 standard on side of Virginia Tech.
Yeah, so both sides are playing a little bit more defensively right now. It's possible that we'll see someone take a bit of a push in a second.
The hero for RHIT launching some projectiles there at the Virginia Tech sentry, unable to connect. He's running back to the resupply zone, doing a good job.
A little bit of a bump.
The sentry for Virginia Tech falling quite low as Rose-Hulman takes a large advantage here. 190, 130, 100. How many projectiles can this man have left?
It looks like we ran out.
He was chased off, got to go reload, and he's chased off by the hero Virginia Tech, but only 100 HP left for the sentry of Virginia Tech. Their standards harassing.
Yeah. Taking those longer range shots there.
That's going to pay off now,
level 10. Looks like we've got a little bit of a oopsie-daisy in terms of the outfit there going on that sentry.
Yeah, RHIT does have a bit of a hangnail there. I believe it's part of their bumper. I think I've seen it come off in an earlier match.
Okay.
Didn't seem to have any sort of structural issues or cause any referee modules to trigger.
Yeah, so that would be one of those fixes that hopefully would be a bit of an easy thing to do between rounds.
70, 60, 40. RHIT finding the way to deal with Virginia Tech. If you don't want them to nuke your base from far off, just don't die.
Yeah, so they've gotten through that sentry. That is a really big move for them.
RHIT launching projectiles at the base, golf balls flying, but none of those 42 millimeters connecting.
Yeah, and VT has gotten that hero down for RHIT.
Yep, and now that the base has lost its invincibility, they do go straight into that strategy we were talking about, chunking through the base shield of RHIT.
Yeah, I'm honestly, given what we've seen from this team already, surprised that they didn't go for that earlier.
I agree. RHIT's standard doing a good job of bluffing a little bit there and body blocking as the standard for Virginia Tech comes in and starts chipping away at RHIT's sentry. RHIT needs to use this advantage that they have early and get a lot of base damage down.
Yes, so now that sentry is done, they have the ability to go straight into that base damage instead of that shield that we see that RHIT's base still has.
Virginia Tech using their standard to occupy both robots of RHIT while the hero continues chunking through the base shield.
Yes.
There it is, Virginia Tech.
Down. All right. Oh, and it's gone down.
RHIT now has a chance. 600 health to the side of RHIT's base.
Yeah, so
there it is. They land the first projectile, a second projectile, a third, a fourth, a fifth. If they can hit 3 more, it will be over, but his health is falling, 295.
Oh, wow. This is so close.
Oh my goodness. RHIT proving that they do belong in the knockouts here.
Yes. Yeah, no, so, I mean, if I was in RHIT's shoes,
but the hero for Virginia Tech is there.
Yeah, I'd be trying to keep that hero down.
295 to 195. Now even the standard can finish this up for either side. Both heroes making it to the resupply zone.
Oh, gosh, this is so stressful.
That's all the gold they get.
Here we go.
This is all they've got left, and it will be Virginia Tech!
And VT is going wild. They seem very excited right now. I mean, I would be too, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, but that was such a close round.
That was incredible.
I mean, this might be our first one where we see it go to 3 matches.
We sure might. RHIT
they were really close there.
Dominant for the first 2.5. Got all these memorized now. Getting my daily affirmations in very much.
Yeah, you know, by the end of this, we're going to be really self-confident and great people.
3, 2, 1. Let's go. Virginia Tech with the lead, trying to close the door on RHIT.
Yeah. So one thing that I saw that was interesting there is both of RHIT's robots got out of that base area before VTech, but because of that capacitor bank, VTech still got over to that refilling zone as quickly as possible.
Virginia Tech changing it up a little bit here, going for the sentry early, getting a slight advantage.
We're seeing a little bit of a fun wobble going on the turret of RHIT. Doing those long-range shots.
Fun. Now in the pilot seat of Virginia Tech Standard, leveled up from the damage he's been able to deal so far, coming in and trying to finish off the hero from RHIT. One segment of health, and it's down. First blood going across.
Yeah, we're hearing some exciting cheers coming from the VT team.
I think Virginia Tech was struggling so much in that first round because of the delay of first blood.
Yes.
They really rely on the base invincibility going down, as you can see them immediately turning to the base.
Yeah, so they went back to that technique, the tried and true loved technique by VTech, and it's so far working well for them here.
RHIT trying to fight back here, doing a little bit of damage to the sentry, but the hero for Virginia Tech went and purchased a whole lot of projectiles and now delivering them to RHIT Express. One more hero projectile will finish off the shield and chunk right into the base health.
Oh my gosh, the wall of the field has had a little oopsie doopsie. It is split in the corner.
Yeah, there's a couple screws there that have popped out. These robots weigh up to 50 pounds and are driving into that wall at relatively high speeds.
Yeah. Big shout out to Derek, who's been organizing a lot of this competition. If you're familiar with Avatar: The Last Airbender, I have been relating him to the Cabbage Man.
Virginia Tech rams into the wall at full speed, and their standard has now disconnected. 3 minutes left to go. There is still a lot of time left in this match. Obviously, we've discussed the hero for Virginia Tech, their main bread and butter, but RHIT with a strong advantage here if they're able to defend their base, which they may not be able to have time to.
Yeah.
As Virginia Tech has 7 projectiles left. All he needs to do is get there.
Wow. That is really exciting. But yeah, no, so something as critical as that soldier going out completely like that can honestly come down to something like a really tiny wire coming disconnected.
Yeah, they ran into that middle barricade wall.